Hi guys, so this is Ola from Catpond, and here we are with the second in the series for assembly work within the ship wheel project. In this video, we are going to take a different approach as opposed to what we have in the PDF. So we are going to simply create a very easy assembly. So at the end of this, we'll have something that looks just like this as seen on your screen. I said in the previous video that in order to create an assembly, we have to initially save our current file. So I go over to save and navigate to my assembly folder and call this 2. I explained previously that we don't want to be thinking about the name. So yeah, so that's what we're still doing. I'll say save, and then I go over to our data panel, navigate into our assembly, and I right click on the assembly one and say insert into current design. So we have these two together as one single component, and I will say OK. I will go back to the ship wheel and insert what we have as a holder. I'll right click and say insert into current design, and then we have it this way. For this particular one, we could rotate it 90 degrees this way and just leave it that way. So I would cancel the data panel and begin to apply our constraints. Like I said previously, that the first part that you select is the one that moves to join the second. So what we're going to be doing is, since this part here is, let me look at this clearly, origin point and the front view is not so much as located at the center, hence we're going to be moving this part instead. So what we do to begin is I'll click on joint to move this part to align with this. I would rotate to the side. We have this groove here and select the center of this groove here. Now I want that center to be aligned to the center of this part here, and we have something like this. Alright. With this, I would say OK. So since we have this and we are going to have this handle with its pin all around, we could insert this individually. However, it's going to take a long time. So what we're going to do is we just go over to create and click on pattern, circular pattern. For this particular one, we are going to have to create our pattern using the center of this part. So I would say, first of all, we need to do something. We go over to construct and we want axis through cylinder, cone or torus. Select on this and select on one of these curved faces here and say OK. So now we have a temporary axis created at the center of this part. Hence we can now create a pattern and come over here, circular pattern, and then what we do is we go over to type. We want components. We want the component assembly 1, and our axis of revolution or pattern is going to be the temporary axis we just created. This we have 3 by default. We change that to the number of instances that we need, which is 8, and we say OK. Alright, so now we have something that looks like this on our screen. It looks a little bit weird, but this is what we need. So for me, I would say let's change something. This is the front view, right? So I would change this to set current view as top view. So if you look at it from this way and here, then I'll set this as the home view. Set current view as home, fit to this view. Alright, so at the end of the day, we have something that looks this way. And so we can go ahead to save, and I'll see you in the next part.